Hey guys, welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved Part 15. Oh crap, I forgot to do my announcement thing. Hey guys, Johnny Crims 2000 here, welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved Part 15. There you go, that felt better. I felt like something was missing. Anyway, here we go, we continue on with our trek in the library, this annoying piece of crap level, which is in the vein of every Halo fan's existence. Now, I didn't mention before what we're actually doing here. We're actually here following the monitor, which is, his name is 343 Guilty Spark, and we're actually here to retrieve what's known as the index. Now, the index, essentially what the index is, you can kind of consider it a key, really. That's what I kind of see it as. And it's sort of like an object that's found in every installation's library. So installation meaning every Halo. Yes, there are multiple Halos, spoiler alert. And you need that to activate the Halo, the ring. So we're here to retrieve it. Now I'm not exactly sure what or why, the monitor would only choose us to get it, but or why, I don't even know if it's ever really explicitly said why this thing's infected with blood. If it is, or if it has been, then I don't remember it. But yeah, we're here. We're his lackey, I suppose, and we're just here to retrieve it. Whoopee. So again, here we go down this long hallway, and yeah, like I said, I mean, most of this we've already seen this in part 1. Like I said, this level gets really monotonous after a while. It's just hectic. It's just a survival match. That's all it is. You ask any Halo fan who's played this game, and they will tell you the absolute worst level is the library. That's the one level that nobody wants to repeat, even if they absolutely adore this game like I do. Now, here's a bit of a piece of trivia, actually, is that there is an actual reference here, where I'm not exactly sure if it's a reference or if it's just coincidence, because I'm not exactly sure what came first. But a little piece of trivia here on this particular level is that there is a novel known as, I believe, Halo the Flood. And in that novel, which is obviously a novel based off of the Halo universe, there is a moment where a Marine, I believe, makes it all the way into the Flood. He gets very far, but then he kind of gets annihilated. He gets eaten and pretty much destroyed, almost, by the Flood, close to the end of the level, like right here. However, his body, instead of being infected like everybody else, like every, person that, or living thing that gets infected by the Flood, his body wasn't actually infected because, according to the novel, his body was too mangled for the Flood to use. Now, the reason I say that is because in this level, there actually is, according to the internet at least, to Halo fans, there is an actual human combat form, Flood, which is already dead by the time you get to it. Now, a lot of people say that this is sort of like a reference to that novel, to that storyline, I guess. I'm more inclined to say that I think it was just a coincidence. Because we've already actually seen multiple Flood combat forms which were already dead when we got there, but, I think it's just a coincidence. I mean, when you think about it, the Halo series is pretty vast, interconnected. There's a lot of little nuances like that, little bits of trivia, which I personally really love, but again, I think it's just wishful thinking on the part of fans. I'm not exactly sure if any of the creators of Halo have referenced it or confirmed it, but I don't think so. So yep, more Flood. What's new? It's kind of hard to talk about this level because it's all basically the same thing over and over again. Just fight. I do remember this part though. Here you want to whip out your rocket launcher and try to take these guys out on these little box thingies here, because they will jump on top and they will make a big mess of things because they're on a higher ledge, so they have the vantage point. I will say that this is one of the few times where it's the level does differ slightly. And by I mean slightly, I just mean different layout. Everything else is pretty much the same. Same color, same gray, boring stuff. Now I will say this, if you are playing this on a higher difficulty, for starters, holy hell, good luck. I don't think I've ever beaten this on Legendary by myself. Yeah, I admit it. But I will say this, if you're playing co-op, and you're playing this on a higher difficulty, particularly legendary, which can just be a monster to beat, I do have a tip for you. Now, the way that me and my friend beat this game, me and my friend beat this game, as I said before, I do have a big connection with this game because I actually played it and beat it around the time that it first originally came out. Me and my friend played co-op, and we pretty much just went through the entire thing. You know, we played it on everything, normal, heroic, legendary. And one of the things that we found out is that in this level particularly was very difficult to beat normally because, you know, again, it's a survival thing. You have flood all over the place. I mean, just playing this on normal difficulty for me right here was difficult enough. I mean, granted, I was out of practice. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But just imagine doing this on heroic or legendary when it takes more shots to kill the enemies. There's more of them, they're more aggressive, and it takes a lot less to kill you. So it can be a big chore. So what me and my friend came up with is a bit of a strategy where if you're playing this on co-op, now obviously this only works on co-op, but it's a very good strategy in my opinion, is one of you guys, either you or your friend, your partner, sticks back to a place where the flood can't get you. Now obviously this doesn't work everywhere, like in this part it wouldn't work, but in other parts where you're just trying to clear out the hallway before progressing, where you can't just do what I've been doing, which is just run away as fast as you can, one of you stays back where they can't get you, or it's hard to get you, or they can't detect you, they don't know where you are, and the other one just goes through and just starts mowing down as much of the flood as possible. And what happens is, obviously, if you do that, if you're the person that goes ahead and tries to mow down all the flood, you're obviously going to die. You can't do that, you know, you can't be all gun-ho and not expect to die. You're gonna die. That's a given. But because you still have your partner, what happens is that, and because they're in an area where it's safe, they aren't near a flood, what happens is that as soon as you die, you just come back over and over and over again. So what me and my friend did when we were first trying to beat this level, in particular this level, I mean you can do it with any level, but this level in particular is just a beast to beat on Legendary, is that I would stay back in a safe area. He would go ahead and try to take out as much of the flood as possible. He would die. He would come back where I was. He would go ahead forward a bit, again where all the flood are, try to take out as many people as he could take out while he's still, you know, to stay alive as much as possible before he died. And we would just repeat the process over and over and over again until we cleared out the hallway and it was safe for both of us to progress. That's one bit of strategy that I have. I find that it's a very, very successful strategy. We use that to beat almost every level. Obviously where it's applicable, like some areas like that area back there where you just have to hold out, then you're just SOL. Then you just kind of have to survive. But in any other area like this, for example, I could hold out, you know, I would, you know, stay back a little bit while he would be doing this. You know, he would just go ahead, your partner would just go ahead and he would take these guys out, make sure they're dead before I come in, so that way we both don't die at the same time, and we would just have to repeat the process all over again from the beginning. It can get really annoying. And like I said, they're the Sentinels right there. They don't do jack squat. I mean, they do some help, but not much. And this is the part that I hate. As soon as you get help from the Sentinels, you automatically get to a part where you can't get their help anymore. Like right here, I could totally use their help like before, but because I have to go down this narrow hallway here, they can't follow me down this hallway, so I have to lose them. And it's really annoying, because like they help out at the most inopportune times, or not the most inopportune times, but they help out when I don't need it, and they're not there when I need them the most. I mean, granted, they wouldn't help out that much, but you know, they would be cannon fodder. Like at least the flood wouldn't be facing me all the time. Booyah, Sticky, your ass. And I do believe this is another hold your ground part. I think so. Yep. Like I said, it's just one thing after the other. All you have to do is grit your teeth, and as Bear Grylls would say, sometimes you just have to grit your teeth and, you know, think of the queen. Just hold it out as much as possible. I do remember that episode, I think. That's like the funniest thing I've ever heard him say. He was trying to drink pee, And he was like, at times like this, all you have to do is close your eyes and think of the queen. Make things go by a little easier. So yes, advice from Johnny Crimson 2000 to you. When you're in a tough spot, just think of Bear Grylls peeing, or drinking his own pee, and saying, close your eyes and think of the queen. That'll make everything go a little bit smoother. So yeah, so now we're getting to one of the last parts. We're almost done with this level, thank God. You guys can see there's a slight jump cut there. I do want to apologize, as you guys can hear now, there is no audio. I have no idea what happened. Well, I know what happened, but like I was recording the footage and I had to go take care of some things, so I ended up pausing the game. I stopped the recording, and it must have been an hour or two before I came back to continue to finish this recording. And the second half of the recording, which is this part that you're seeing here, no audio. Have no idea why. So anyway, you don't need to hear the audio. You already heard all this crap before. So anyway, this is the last part. This is where you just go all gun-ho. Now, this is the hardest part of the entire level because there's just a bunch of floods coming towards you. I suggest just chucking grenades at the door when the door first opens. Try to take out this guy over here on the ledge here because he will mess you up. If you can't take it, watch the guys coming in. Just chuck grenades like I'm doing. Booyah! Blast him in the face. Blast him in the face. And basically all you have to do now is run toward the middle of the thing right here with a shining blue light, and you will make it. Now here I'm just like getting blasted, and I just run for it. So anyway guys, this is the cutscene. I will see you guys in part 16 of Let's Play Halo Combat Evolved. See you guys later.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The Flood is spreading. We must hurry.
As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming-related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe? Maybe?